don't care. You just go with it. And you're just like, let's go.
Well, dude, man, yeah, I've gotten worse, all right? I got
Yeah,
super
you
drunk.
act like you have so much things to do.
No, but it just takes forever to upload this shit, man. You know how long it takes to seriously, dude. When we make fuck you, man. When we make an hour and 20-minute podcast, you know how long it takes me. It doesn't take that long to edit it, but then to compress it and wait for it to down. It's just sitting and waiting. And then, oh, I got the video file downloaded. Cool. Now I get to upload it to YouTube, and I get to wait fucking forever for that to get uploaded, processing, and then uploads. It takes forever.
So be honest though, when it's uploading, are you not excited to get more high and play more video games?
Yeah, but it's just frustrating because it's like, now it's the longer the podcast, the longer it all takes. And then, you know what's great is when it's like almost all the way done, and then I go to it and it's like, error uploading, try again. And I'm like, no, 3 hours of
Yeah,
uploading. And why couldn't you just tell me that earlier, dude?
that's terrible. That's just like, well, that's why I was looking into new stuff, but to buy new equipment, but like a computer and stuff. But I can't do that because the unemployment stuff is just not going well. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing is like, I don't know how much of it is just my internet maybe being slow. I don't know, dude. Like, because the upload thing, it's like maybe it's just slow internet. Like, it takes a while to download a file from the app, the editing app I use. Takes for fucking ever to like download the fucking actual file that I can upload. I don't know, man. How are you doing? I'm gonna stop complaining. I'm gonna let you complain.
oh, I don't know. I did the whole morning. I complained. The yesterday morning, today's morning, just complaining, just yelling at a computer, wanting to break a computer in half. Like it was ridiculous trying to do unemployment, dude. It's so stressful. And then everybody in my family is just like, all right, Justin, let's just do your unemployment. We'll help you. We'll help you. I'm like, you can't fucking help. There's nothing to do. You can't do anything. You can't just, you go to the website and then you log in and then you go to you get to where you're supposed to. And then it goes, um, you have no alerts. You have nothing that you need to do, but you can't get a hold of nobody. But it tells me I'm completed with my unemployment with my application. But then the way you read it, it's like you never even applied for unemployment, but you have applied. I applied to
Well,
2 states, and I can't get in any of them. I can't get a hold of anybody. I can't get into my accounts. I can't fix anything. The websites are all broken because so many people are using them, and the phone lines are down. I called Michigan 20 plus times today just to get hung up on, just for it
yeah.
to go. If you're applying here, um, go online, and then it just hangs up.
It just tells you go
It
on the
goes,
web.
it goes. If you're trying to apply for a new application, go to online, and then it goes, wait on the line or something, and then it just hangs up. It's really stupid. Me and my mom are both on it. We're both freaking out. And then like California's, we tried to do California's, and California's website's even worse. You got to go through 7 pages, and then you get to the page that you're supposed to be in, and then it goes, oh, the website's broke.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Well, dude, there's so many. Okay. I get there's a lot of people trying to apply for it, but it's like, dude, they gotta have a better system than this shit, dude. But I think with the Michigan unemployment, dude, you might have to just wait for them to process it. Like, when did you upload all that stuff?
Over 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, the funny thing is too, it says I looked at the thing that I filled out, and it goes, claim filed, claim completed, claim processed, and then it, there's nothing there. Then there's no money. There's not. And then it doesn't give me an alert. It doesn't say that I'm ready to get paid, and it doesn't say. It told me to call yesterday and today between 1 and 2. You can't call,
And
and then
then
you go online.
it
So
told you to call, and then it said go back to the website.
it told me to do something yesterday. It told me to confirm it yesterday. Couldn't confirm it because guess what? The website was broke again. So then I was like, okay, well maybe it's done, and I'll just wait tomorrow to call to do the whatever next step is done to do. And then it was the same shit. It's all broke. But if you do need any accessible facts about COVID-19, you can go straight to the unemployment website, and there's a huge paragraph, and there's even another website where you can go and it works, and it tells you facts about the COVID-19 on the unemployment website instead of getting you to unemployment. It has it has what the government's doing, how they're dealing with things, but anything that you need the government to do and help you with, it doesn't work. But you can learn useful facts. You can go through 5 pages of non-helpful shit to get to the login page for the login page to not work.
Dude, it's such a fucking...
Dude, I think they were like, dude, get the intern in here. The brand new kid who's been here for a day and doesn't have any computer skills. They're like, yeah, that kid. They're like, well, what do you want him to do? Well, have him build a fucking website for the whole state to use, and let's see how good he can do it. The phone lines don't even work, but they're like, yeah, you know what? This website's going to work for the entire state to use it all at one time. They should have called like Mark Zuckerberg or some shit. They should have done this stuff on Facebook or Instagram, dude.
Dude, imagine if you applied for unemployment on Facebook, dude.
Dude, I'm surprised it's not on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be on there. It would be done probably faster.
Mm.
It might. The sad thing is, it might be easier to navigate through and get done faster, just because they're that more powerful.
Way easier, man. And I'm sure Facebook would be able to get you the money quicker. I'm sure, like, if Facebook just straight ran this whole crisis, first of all, we'd lose all our privacy. They'd be like, no, we need all your information. No, give us all your information.
Dude,
it's for your help.
Shit, I'd be like, take it. Just give me the fucking check. I want to be done with this shit so bad. I'm like, please, I'll give you whatever you need, just so I don't have to go through this anymore. It's that stressful. I cannot do it. It's ruined my day yesterday and today. It's like breaking my family apart because I'm just bitching nonstop about this. Bitching. And all I do.
So they're happy that you're back?
No. I don't think No. Dude, I'm in my sister's room because my sister overtook my room with her husband because their house is getting built right now. They're building a house and they are living here. So I got kicked out. It makes sense that they're in my room, but the fact of the matter is I'm in my sister's room, and like these aren't even my decorations, dude. I didn't even put pictures. These are just
I was gonna say the room looks really... I got
a crib here, dude. This is my room. I got a crib. This is a crib, baby crib, in case the nephews come over. I do have a queen size bed in here now instead of a twin. That's nice. Yeah, and then it's nice. I'm not mad about it. It's just funny. Everything's different.
I was looking in the background. I was like, dude, where did all that taste come from, man? Like, it looks like really tasteful in there, dude. And then I was like, oh, it's your sister's room.
I mean, I do have taste. I don't feel like I don't decorate my room that much, and it's just never had like. I just never gave a shit enough to decorate the room, and then I keep thinking like I didn't decorate my room because I thought I was going to be out by the age of 30. But you know what? Maybe I should start decorating the room.
Oh man, that's funny.
I didn't think I'd be here, dude. I didn't think I'd be 30 in my own house with my parents downstairs, and just getting yelled at like I'm fucking. Well, I was getting yelled at when I'm still getting yelled at. I'm still. Yeah. I had my hat on just a minute ago, eating my sandwich at the dinner table, and my dad goes, "Aqua, why's your hat on at the dinner table?" I'm like, dude, my hair's long. It's like I didn't say that, but I just took my hat off. I'm just like, oh my God. He's eating tuna fish. He's eating tuna fish at the table, and it smelled so bad.
That's funny, man. Dude, there's a lot of people who I think are like at home right now who are like, this is not where I saw myself at this point in life.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, it's like I'm not mad. I was here 6 months ago. It's like I just made my first move, and then my first move went terribly. I am everything that I have done so far in this year and this last year has just been like the worst year of my life. It's been terrible. Every decision I've made, everything around me is falling apart. This thing's falling apart. My life's falling apart. And nothing works. The fucking websites don't work to get my unemployment. I'm done. I want to just give up. Just get a job and just wake up and be miserable.
Hey, your mustache looks good though.
Oh yeah, it's back. That thing's back too, dude. My face was getting, and I shaved it. I've been contemplating getting a haircut now to see if I want to get, but I'm letting that hair. Remember that hairline thing I got going on? That thing I
Yeah,
messed up.
I remember that you're 30 and not taking it well.
Yeah, dude. So whatever, dude. You look like you're older than me, and you're younger. You, dude. You should always leave a hat on. Always leave that hat on, please.
You're
People,
welcome.
people are gonna start to think that we're a Make-A-Wish Foundation, dude, and you just want to hang out with me on webcam all the time.
I wish we were a Make-A-Wish Foundation. That would be so much better.
I wish we were a Make-A-Wish Foundation. Maybe things that we do could come to life and be true. You know.
Well, if we were a Make-A-Wish Foundation, we'd have support. People would like care. Like,
Boom. That's it.
dude,
That, you know what's crazy? I was just all these things that you see on the news and what people care about over like the things that really matter. Like the celebrities that I've seen on the news lately. There was something that I just watched. This is a bad part. I'm sorry. There was a thought to it. But I was like, it was, I don't know. This is bad. I'm sorry. Sorry.
good thought,
Sorry.
man. How was your drive back though?
You know, the drive back was actually better than the drive there. I wasn't anxious this time. I wasn't sick as much as I was. I think it was because I was coming home and I knew like I at least had a place to stay, I think, and stuff. I also split it up into 3 drives, which I don't mind doing the drive now. It was boring, but it was better because I split it up into 3 parts. Like I was in the car I did like 14, 14, and 12 hours. So I made the drive back in 3 days, and I slept at 2 hotels. It was fine. I'll do it again. I'm fine to do it again, and I know what to expect. And I'm gonna go through that way again and go through Colorado, which was amazing. And then the most boring is just the Midwest. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We need to get some feet. We need to get some builders out there do something. We got to do that. The farmland is just.
Yeah. Dude, it's so bad. But the drive back is easier. I always feel like you ever go for a jog or something and you're like, dude, once I'm on the way home, I feel like it's shorter than on the way out or something like that. It's always better coming back because it's like you've done the stretch already and kind of have a feel for it. And you're like, this is a home stretch. I guess that's why I call it home stretch, right? Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
It was weird too. I was going through California to Michigan, and between every state besides California and Michigan, all of them did not wear face masks or gloves. I was the weird one wearing face masks and gloves. Every gas station I was at, people were looking at me weird. And I was looking at them weird, and I'm like, why are we both confused in what we're wearing? I'm like, this is not right. And it was all like the mountain people, dude. The people that just don't see people. They're just like, what you doing out here, boy? Like, what you look like? Why are you looking weird?
And
Just grabbing shit everywhere. You're just like gas pumps and stuff, just grabbing them with their bare hands.
like that's the thing, dude. You were in an area with a heavy concentration of coronavirus, and then you drove through an area where there barely is any. You should be wearing, because you're the one who might be spreading it.
I should be the one doing it, which I was. I felt weird.
You don't fucking realize that, you wearing a mask is good for them. They just look at it like, who's this leper with fucking AIDS or whatever?
Dude, this is where I almost gave up on Corona. I almost gave up and didn't believe it because when I was in California, I was staying at my cousin's. I was staying at my cousin's. They had no power, and I look out on the sidewalk and there's a homeless man. She's walking by, dude. Picks up it was either a cigarette butt or the end of a roach, dude, or a little roach. Just picks up with his bare hands, just puts it in his mouth, lights it up, dude. Takes a couple of hits off it, throws it back on the ground. Then the next day, I see a girl just out for a walk, no face mask or anything, no shoes, and barefoot with no mask, no gloves, just walking down the sidewalk.
I don't know how more homeless people don't have coronavirus.
She wasn't homeless either. That's the sad thing. I don't think look homeless.
Dude, there's so many people in LA who are basically homeless but not somehow. Like they're doing well but they look homeless. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh,
That,
that's a homeless person clearly, and then they get in a car and drive somewhere and you're like, what the fuck? Who is this person? I just don't like subscribe to like, showering your clothes or society, but I work for Facebook. I'm a programmer. And you're like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? Makes no sense. That city makes 0 sense.
you none. None.
Nail
I
on the
want
head.
to go back. I miss it, but I'm also like, dude.
I miss it too, man. I was playing, like I said, dude, I bought Grand Theft Auto last week, Grand Theft Auto 5, and it's like, it's all LA, right? And it's so realistic, dude. I found the Comedy Store in there and shit, dude. I found fucking, what?
Tell jokes.
Huh?
Did you go into the Comedy Store?
Well, you can't go into it, but you can like go in the little area, the fucking patio. I went, dude, I took my guys.
Did you go there and smoke a joint and like reminisce? Like, oh man, yeah, times.
I took him and I took my character and I walked over to where the sign up sheet normally is. I was like, I want to sign up for potluck. I had my fucking, my gangster terrorist trying to sign up for potluck, man. It was fucking. And what's the, God, I can't remember. It's the restaurant just down the street. It's in Carney's. Sorry. Carney's is in it too.
Dude, I keep seeing Carney's in all these movies I'm watching, and I'm just like, I want to go back. I want to go back.
I watched, what the fuck is it? Not Hitch. What's the superhero? Hancock. I watched Hancock for the first time.
For the first time?
Yeah, I hadn't seen it before.
And what
but
you
that
think?
LA too, man. And I was like, oh shit, look at LA. What a place, man. And it's like, yeah, I miss it, but there's parts that I don't. I have a love-hate relationship with fucking LA the same way I do with like Detroit and other places. It's like I love certain aspects, I hate certain aspects.
Yeah, I wish you could like maybe mend it together. Like if you could like put Detroit time with California landscape.
Yeah.
Detroit, the ease of Detroit into California. Oh.
The biggest problem with LA, dude, most places that are awesome, the biggest problem is the people there. Like, the place is great, the people suck. And you're just like,
suck. People suck so much. I do not, you know what? I didn't even think of that till just now. You just said it made me a little sad to go back and talk to those people. Because I've also haven't talked to really much people, since quarantine. So I've been doing this shit since, holy fuck. What's over a month now?
Yeah, dude, it's the 21st, man. I was looking back at my calendar. I was like, when's the last time I got on stage? It was like March 12th, maybe, or 13th or something.
Dude, I'm sure the public is just happy Corona happened for you, so you don't have to waste people's time with your jokes, dude. I'm sure that they're grateful for it.
Yeah, actually, the governor put out a report. She's like, as tragic as all the deaths are, at least Markus isn't doing stand-up.
I can't even listen to that. That made me. I knew I was just. I don't even want him to finish the joke. Stop, dude. Shit. Damn it. Forgot.
Yeah, I don't even have to say
it. Dude, I haven't. My muscles haven't worked, dude. My brain, the talking muscle and shit. It's just.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how I'm gonna sound when I get back out there. Probably I'm hoping it's gonna be good, but I'm also like, yeah. I don't know.
Dude, every time I leave the house to go do it, like go to the store or do anything, it's so weird. I feel like a feral person, like going out into society after living in the woods for 80 years. Like, what are these? Like, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man? It's not good, dude. I think the psychological impact on people after this is going to be really bad. Like, fucked up.
Like, even the people that were already like, what do they call those? Introverts, dude? Introverted people are gonna be fucking even more weird now.
Yeah. Like me. Fucking dude, I don't know, man. I got so drunk on Sunday on 4/19 because I was like, all right, I'm not gonna smoke today, so my tolerance gets better for 4/20. And then I was just like, oh, I guess I'll just drink. And I started drinking at like 1 or 3, I don't fucking know. And just so much alcohol, so much. I fucking hate it. I hate myself.
What was it? Beer or everything?
Beer and vodka.
Oh, that's a bad day for Markus. So you were Were you blackout, Markus? Were you the angry fuck is that guy? Were you the
I
slur
didn't
word?
get at that. I mean, obviously, I was slurring at the end, but I didn't black out. But I was just really not in a good place, man. And I started. We were watching Hancock, right? I was like, oh, Hancock's an alcoholic. Let me get a couple drinks in. I do some double. I do some double vodka and Diet Cokes. And by some, I mean I did like 3 of those before I even started drinking beer. So I'm like 6, shots or drinks in. And then I start drinking Oberons. And then I fucking
Oh God, that sounds like the worst hangover in the world.
had. So I kind of ruined my 420 by being too hungover. But at least my tolerance was down for the week.
Dude, that's your national holiday. That's like your only holiday you care about.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I still, I had an all right day. I watched some TV. I did a lot of Wikipedia research into shit that doesn't matter. And I smoked. And then today I feel a lot better, so. But dude, I bit the inside of my lip when I was drunk.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, that's why I
I
sound
can
like a
see
fucking
your
retard.
lip.
Yeah, dude. And then I was drunk, so I didn't care. So I kept chewing at it, and it just fucking it sucks.
Dude, I was yesterday on 420, I don't know what happened. Oh, I went down to see my grandma. So I went down there to say hi. So we were like outside, so I didn't go in her house and stuff. And it was weird not hugging your grandma and you haven't seen her in like I don't know how many months. It's weird. And she goes, "You want a piece of pie and some ice cream?" And I was like, "No, Grandma, I'm good. I'm fine. But you know what I will have? I'll have a beer." So so she's like, "Okay, honey, I'll go get you a beer." And so she brings up 2 beers, and I thought we were gonna drink a beer together. And she's like, "Oh, I'm good. I don't want any." So I drank a couple beers while I was talking to my grandma, and then I come home and I drink a beer. And my mom's the first beer I get at home. First beer. This is what it's always like when I drink at my house. First beer I get, I open it. My mom just looks at me, just. She's like, "Really? You're gonna drink already today? You're like, you really need to drink today?" And I'm like, "It's a beer." So finish that beer, and you don't just stop at 3. What am I, fucking 15? So
What are
I,
you, a responsible adult? What are you, a fucking?
yeah. What are you talking? What else am I supposed to do today? I didn't have anything to do. I was taking a rest day. I've been working out, and I'm all sore, and I'm like, I'm just gonna drink. So I just wanted to I was just chilling and just drinking beer. I wasn't getting belligerent. So I opened up the second beer at my house. I opened it up, and Mom's like, "Seriously, another one?" Finish that one, and then I go to get the third one. She's like, "That's your third beer today. Do you have a problem?" Like, actually, it's my 5th one. Didn't tell her that. Like being a 30-year-old and having to not tell your mom how many beers you've drank in a day is just sad. It's
Yeah.
like I feel bad about drinking 5 beers. So then my 6th beer, so I get my 6th beer, and then I yeah, Mom, my 6th beer. Every beer I open, she's like, "Another one for real?" And I'm like, "Mom, I'm fine." And I'm none of these beers. This is what's so bad. Like I'm 6 beers deep. I don't have a buzz yet. I am just like, I'm like, what is? And I'm not bragging at all. Like I want to feel a buzz, and I'm like, so I'm 6 beers deep, just not having any fun, just drinking beer by myself while my family's sitting around watching TV with me, and I'm just drinking beer alone. So now it's dinner time, and everybody gets their drinks, and I go to the fridge, get another beer, and open that beer up. She's like, "You're really gonna another one? You're a fucking alcoholic." And I'm like, "Oh my God." So now I'm sitting there just with my face down at dinner like a fucking bad dog, and I'm just eating my food. And then we ate dinner and we talked, and then everybody was starting to go to bed, or they were going to their rooms or whatever to relax. And then I go to the fridge and I grab another beer. My mom she was in her room, and then like she opened her door when I opened the fridge, and then like she looked at me when I had my beer in my hand, and I'm looking at her and she's looking at me, and I'm like she's like, "This is ridiculous, Justin." She's like, how many fucking beers today? How many? And my mom doesn't swear either. So she's like, how many fucking beers have you had? And my sister's like, oh. And I'm like, oh. And
That's fucking funny, man.
you
Dude,
know, I
that's
was
like
chill,
that.
I wasn't even like drunk. I'm just sitting there, and she's just watching me. She just kept popping in and out of the thing, like, you really, like, you're gonna do nothing today? You know what, Justin? You should be doing something. And I'm like, Mom, I'm writing jokes. I,
That's funny because I know it's not true, but dude, that's
I,
what sucks.
I wrote that skit. I tried to write a skit of basically what I just told you. I wrote what I just told you down on paper. So
Oh,
technically, I
the
wrote a
drink.
skit about me opening beers in front of my mom in quarantine and
Dude, it's
being an
funny.
alcoholic.
That's me like on holidays.
Dude, that's me on holidays too. That's just me every day, dude. Every time I open a beer, I could go prove it to you right now. I could go grab a beer and videotape it on this thing, and she will go, seriously? I'll put money on it.
Dude, that's why I'm so glad it's just me and Jenny here, like, because I got no judgment of my shit. Even though my dad's more judgy of me, like, every time I grab a beer, like, he would be more the, like, really guy.
Dude,
But,
I remember just like waking up. I remember when we used to live together. That was watching me and you drink and watching you drink more than me. And then we wake up the next day and I'd just be like, what did we do? And
yeah.
then it's 3 o'clock and then we're like, well, we're not gonna do anything today because so might as well just drink. And then it's just a cycle. And then
Yeah.
and you feel fine. I mean, I was judging myself. I judge myself every day. So I mean, if people are trying to judge me, it's like, don't worry, I do enough of that. I feel
Dude,
bad already as it is.
what's bad for me is when, like, I stop judging myself for drinking. Like, when I cross that level of drunk where I'm like, no, this is, yeah, I'm, like, it's a contest with myself of, like, let me see how many I can drink. Like, let me just keep going. Why would I stop? Stop? What is
Well, I
this?
don't see how much I can. I don't ever see how much I can drink. I think I try to come to a conclusion where it's just like, dude, you're an adult and you can make your own decisions and you can go. You can drink if you want to drink. You know,
Yeah.
I hate feeling guilty for everything that I do in my life. Everything I do, I feel guilty about, and it sucks. And I don't know why I have to feel guilty. Like everybody, like I was even when I was talking to my grandma. Every conversation with anybody in my family during this whole thing. Well, you should probably find a job. Probably find a job. I'm just like, oh my god. I just I hate that life to adult people every time. It's just like it has to be a career and you have to work 40 hours and you have to be miserable and you have to wake up and you have to have kids and a family and you have to do nothing that you want to do in life so you can
Yeah.
be part of society. Fuck
Dude,
yeah. The
a lot,
American way.
a lot of people are like, well, that's what I did, so how dare you not do it, you know?
Yeah. You know? And they're like, kids today, they're just so lazy. And it's like, well, I did listen to everything you old people told us to do, and look where I'm at now. And then like I was talking to my cousin-in-law, and he's talking to me about jobs, and he's like, you got to get out of serving. And I'm like, dude, I've been serving for this is the shitty part about serving. I've been doing serving for 5 to 6 years now, which is basically my career right now. I don't
Yeah.
go up to people that are in other jobs and go, wow, you really should. You know what? You should probably find another job. It's not.
Yeah.
That's not a job. And it's like, oh. But
Well, you can,
I've been doing it for 12 years, and you're like, yeah, but it's not really. I would do something different if I was you. I'd get into anything. And you're like, well, I'm making enough money right now to support myself. And they're like, yeah, but that's not a career. And then they're like, we probably got to get an entry level job. I'm like, you know what? That sounds like the smarter move right now in my life. You know what? I should go make $11 an hour at 30 and go work 40 hours a week. And hopefully one day the boss that I know I'm going to fucking hate and is going to be an idiot is going to go, you know what? A year in, Justin, you're really not our taste. You're fired. Like every job I've ever been to, it'd be like, I've never gotten promotions. And it's because I hate my bosses everywhere I go, usually.
Mhm.
Like always at like my desk jobs. I'm always going into my bosses and I'm like, this job sucks. You suck. You're stupid. And they're like, this isn't a good fit for you. And I'm like, it's not. It's making me lose my fucking mind.
But doesn't it suck when other people don't realize that? Like, no. Like, trust me, I know what's not a good fit for me. Like, you don't fucking know me. You know yourself. And I hate when people try to like take what they do and be like, well, you should do what I do because it worked for me. It's like, oh, are you talking about a diet or are you talking about everything? Because the diet, okay, pull-ups. Yeah, pull-ups probably work for everybody because they're pull-ups. Fucking being an accountant doesn't work for everybody because some people don't want to fucking do that. But
Right.
some people like it's you should it's drinking water. It's not drinking water. It's different than that.
Dude, if you're depressed, just think happy thoughts.
Yeah, it's the same shit, dude. I fucking hate that, man. Oh my god.
You know why you're depressed? It's because you don't have a job.
Yeah.
You want to know why you're depressed? Because you don't have money. Well, why don't I have money? Well, because I don't have a job that makes me money. I just work and I just pay bills and then I go do that and I repeat. And then I get no interviews for jobs that I want.
What's crazy is that's most people, dude. Even people who have an office job, they fucking hate it, dude.
Yeah. There is not many people that I know can like their job. And it's really sad when you go and talk to people like, do you like your job? They're like, no, but I work. And I'm like, that's so depressing to hear.
Wanna know what's even more depressing? When you ask someone about their job or if they like it or whatever, and you can just see them lying and trying to like come up with justifications for it. And you're like, dude, just be honest with me. Just be honest.
No,
They're like,
no,
well,
Rich,
it has a lot of like good benefits and I get to learn skills that I don't want to know, but I get to learn them. And I learn a lot about stuff that I don't care about, but and you're just like, dude, what, so do you like it? Well, anytime shit starts with well, it's a no. It's a no. Just say fucking no. But I don't know, man. It's brutal. It's brutal. That's the same thing, dude. When I was talking to Angela, she's like, I was like, yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from unemployment and this and that. And she was like, yeah, well, I hope you get a job. What about this Amazon? I heard Amazon. She just like starts
oh my
talking.
God. So many people telling me about Amazon, dude. I'm so done with it. I can't. Dude, Amazon's hiring, Costco's hiring. I'm like, I don't want to work there and risk my life for fucking minimum wage. But I'm going to have to now because I can't even get my unemployment checks.
Well, that's what's crazy, dude. Like everyone's going to end up working for Amazon. That's the future.
Dude, that's crazy.
Amazon. Huh?
That's going to be the movie. That's just like the movie. Our phones keep breaking up. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's crazy because the movie, you ever seen Idiocracy?
Yeah. They all work at Costco.
Is that what they do? Do they all work at Costco?
No, I don't know about everybody, but like Costco is like the big thing in the movie.
Dude, that could be it. I could see Amazon, Costco, Starbucks running the entire world. I could see it. Dude,
Yeah.
Starbucks didn't die. When I lost power, when I lost power during COVID-19, the coronavirus pandemic, I wanted coffee, so I went to Starbucks because they were still open. Lines out the road to the road, dude. Every Starbucks to drive through.
Yep. It's crazy, man. Because people don't know how to make coffee at home. I know your power was out, but like, I'm sure everybody else didn't have power outage. They're just like, I need
families of four. Oh, I saw this one lady. She just went to Starbucks for lunch with her dog.
I hate Starbucks, dude. I know you like it, but I hate that place. And it's not like I hate their coffee. It's all right. I just hate everything about it. The culture.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that it is weird because it's like I want to say it's my guilty pleasure, but it's not really guilty. I mean, I like Starbucks coffee. That's all it is. I like their coffee. I do hate like people that I don't like the stuck up people around it. And I hate the people that go in there and don't even get coffee.
Yeah.
Like I want they get like a refresher thing.
A what?
Refresher, or they get, I don't know, man. I get it. Starbucks is like, it just in my mind, Starbucks to me is like a coffee place. But people don't treat Starbucks like a coffee place. Like people that are diehard Starbucks people, they go there for like fucking lunch and dinner and shit. And they buy their food a lot.
Yeah, I don't like their food, man. It's just like I'm paying for this? I could have gone to McDonald's across the street and gotten the same Egg McMuffin thing for half the price, and it would have been faster and tasted better. And I could have still got a coffee for $1 and have my caffeine rush. And I wouldn't have to deal with you douchebags. I'd have to deal with some retards, but not these douchebags. I'd rather deal with retards than douchebags, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a retard and not a douchebag. I don't fucking know, dude. Is that bad to say that I'd rather deal with retards than fucking douchebags? I don't care.
I would yeah, I think I would. I I'm not gonna go on any farther with this conversation.
Oh, I was just talking shit about
Like our future, for our future movie deals and specials and stuff, they're gonna dig through our shit and then find the one thing where Marcus talks about retards and douchebags, and it's gonna burn our ground. Huh?
Can't say douchebag anymore?
Oh, you can say douchebag, but I was just connecting it with the retard thing.
Yeah. Dude, nobody's going to come through this and deny us any of it. You know what's more likely to happen? When me and you apply for Amazon, they're going to look at this and be like, nah, you guys said retard. You can't come work for us. That's more likely than any movie deal being like, well, we'd love to have you here at Paramount, but you said retard on a podcast in 2020.
They had 20 listens too, and 20 people might have heard you say it.
We get 20 listens. I'll be pretty happy, man. That'd be pretty good for last couple weeks. We've been sucking ass.
We really have. I'm feeling a little bit better energy on this one. I think it's now because I'm not away from the demon house.
Yeah, that house was a demon house, dude. Like people, and that's why like it's there's something about being at home where there's pros and cons. Where it's like there's the cons of like you're back at home, you feel like a failure, those things. But then there's the pros of like, yeah, but everything's nice. Oh, bye. Okay. It's like everything's nice. Everything's together. Everything's warm and cozy, and you know where stuff is, and you know you're not getting screwed over on shit, and those are nice benefits of being at home. But man, that fucking house, dude, is just like, it's creepy. It was real creepy.
It was so bad. It was getting it was getting worse by the day.
Yeah, dude. And dude, what's really crazy though is like at nighttime here when I'm like up, not when I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, I don't hear anything. But when I'm not drunk, I'll hear like sounds, and I'll be like, "What the fuck was that?" And it's always like the fridge making ice or just some random shit. But I'm like, no, someone's in the house. They're gonna They came to murder me specifically. They broke into the house to murder me specifically, and I should go get a baseball bat. Like the amount of times I have that thought is not normal. But
are you talking about a demon house or your house?
I'm talking about here. I'm talking about anywhere where I hear creaks in the night. If I hear a creak in the night, someone's in the house.
There was this like, it was like the nights I started going to sleep at that house, dude. It was just like the animals up in the attic were just like waiting for me to go try to sleep, and they just had a party up there, dude. You could just hear them walking from one end to the other, and it was every night. It was every night an occurrence, and I just was so appalled when I called my landlord, and I was like, yo, there's animals in the attic. And she was like, that's because, she goes, oh wait, this is what she goes. She goes, well, did somebody leave one of the vents open? Because I closed the crate, I closed the wall vent that somebody had open. I closed it. So did somebody open it again to let animals in there? I go, lady, I don't know. I just wanted to let you know that there's animals in the attic because you told me to let you know about things that are going on in the house because you keep declaring that people don't let you know things so you can't fix things. And then I let her know, and then she goes, her solution was, I can't call the pest person. My daughter's sick or something. You know what I'll do? I can bring you poison. And then you put it, and then you become the pest control guy and you take care of the animals. And I go, but if they die in the attic, then they're going to stink. And she goes, oh, no, they'll dissolve in like 24 hours. I'm like, what are you smoking? Can I have some?
Yeah. Dude, people in California, like California people, like people like that, refuse to take any responsibility for anything. If you bring up an issue that may involve their responsibility, their ability to like spin it and throw it at someone else is actually pretty impressive. Like their ability to hot potato shit and just be like, no, that's, well, somebody, I'm mad about this too now. And you're like, well, what the fuck? I'm mad at you for not doing your fucking job. And they're like, that's not my job. Let's go find who it was. So you go find it and I'm going to go do something else. And it's just like, you can never get to the bottom of it. And you're like, that's why Southern California looks the way it does. No one took responsibility for the homeless people. No one takes responsibility for the fucking traffic or the pollution or any of that shit. So now you're just like, so you took the most beautiful place on earth and ruined it? You ruined it because you're pieces of shit.
They didn't ruin it. It was the other people.
Yeah. They're like, no. It was like that when I got here. Fuck you, man.
Well,
it's so incredible to watch.
It really is. It really sucks when you always have to keep saying it could be such a cool place. It could be like the house I was at. It could have been so cool.
Mm.
Everything could be so cool, but it's just bullshit.
But people ruin it. The world could be great, but then people just kept fucking and just kept fucking. No pulling out. Just kept fucking and fucking and fucking and fucking. And now we're here.
And now we got a Markus Olind.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not happy about it either, man.
Dude, your face looks like it's not happy about it either.
My face looks like shit.
You sent me your stupid video for fuck the government,
Yeah.
which you should release it now again, dude. Try to re-release your song, dude. Revamp it, dude. Maybe it's a message. You'd be like, this COVID-19's got people amped up. It's got them even releasing music videos about how they hate the government. And then you pop up. But then I saw you, dude. You back in the day, dude. You used to take care of yourself. It was impressive.
Right.
Your beard looked like a scraggly fucking glued on piece of shit.
It's so long, dude. Last night, dude, because like when I sleep, dude, like it'll get pinned on, like I'll roll over and it'll get pinned between my chest and the bed, and then I'll be like, ah, and I'm like,
that sounds terrible.
I want to go like this and just snip part of it off and just be like, all right, it'll look like shit, but I can't go to a barber. I don't want to pay for anything.
You could form it, dude.
Yeah, my razor broke, my trimmer. It doesn't work.
Dude, California, man, what's up?
Huh?
On you. Look out. You just came up with 3 excuses, dude.
For why I look like shit?
Yeah.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. It's me, my fault. I look like shit because of me, not because of anyone else. Because of me. But I'm fine. It's called being trash. I'm trash. I'm not a California person though. I'm Michigan trash.
Dude, I think I became trashy too. Like I've been feeling trashy, and I think it's because of where I was living. It's really sucky how I felt so I started to feel like the dirtiest person I've ever felt like in my life. And that place made me feel like I had nothing to get, which I didn't. But that place makes you feel like I was embarrassed. I had the house where I realized I had the house where if someone was going to come over, like you have to explain to them things about your house and why you feel bad about it. Yeah. And it's like, so sorry, I just don't have this and this and this, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, dude, that house sucked, dude. Like that, I would never have invited certain people to that house.
I can't believe I invited girls over there.
I can't believe they fucked you once they showed up. That's what's really crazy.
Yeah, remember, dude.
I don't. You're asking, remember that one night? I don't. We talked about this. I don't remember that one night.
You don't. That was crazy. I just like thinking of it like that. Someone came over to my house. Like if I saw that house, my first immediate thought would be like, fuck me. Like I've made a mistake where like you see people's houses and you go inside them and you know you should have gone inside them because they're just dirty. And my house looks like that. And somehow people would come over. Like the inside of the house would look nice, but if you were on the outside, like any person in the right mind would not step foot in that house.
Right. It looked like a trap house, dude. And what really sucked is like it looked like that when I got there. It looked like that when we got there. It's not like we trashed. I was there less than 3 months. Less than 3 months. What the fuck? Like it just. And now I got this fucking landlady calling me and fucking. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
The worst.
Megan and Luke.
You what?
Miss Megan and Luke.
Yeah, they were cool. There's cool people too. That's how California sucks you in, man. They have all the bad things that we just talked about, but they're like, but we're so cool, dude. You want to get high, dude? Fucking dude. Great weather.
Yeah.
We're cool.
What to do
Like,
tonight? Just like, you want to like just fucking go to the beach and like just watch sunset? Yeah. Dude, you want to like hang out tonight? I mean, I had work, but we could just smoke instead. Sick.
yeah. The positivity, man. There's a lot of positivity from them that I appreciate and miss. But yeah, man, I don't
There was a
know.
lot of support out there too, and there was a lot more support out there, I feel. Like
What?
it was like I think once you become like part of that community, like once your name, like once you're like say like you become friends with like say one person that gets you into like the group, like you just start getting seen by more people there. It's more, I feel like you get more respected there. It's not like a big clicky thing, I feel, as much as like I think maybe it's just because there's also a fucking million more comedians too.
I think why it's less clicky because like I think the smaller the scene, the more clicky it is. Like when you have a huge scene, it's just like it doesn't make sense to have clicks, and even if you have clicks, they overlap, and it's like it's all one big thing.
Kind of like California, LA was like it's kind of like going to college.
Yeah.
It's like because that's where everybody's like graduated, I guess you could say. Like they graduated high school, they graduated say from their city, and they wanted to go up to college and learn more, you know. So now it's like we're at a huge university. We got all these thousands of kids in one city or one area,
Yeah.
but don't really happen as much because people in college, they're just trying to all become friends and meet more people and just expand on things and become better, you
Yeah.
know.
Well,
So,
how big?
but then you're so far apart because you're in a college university. So you just get like your group of friends and you just travel around and you mingle with other group of friends.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But not a bad clique because it's like the friend groups actually mingle together.
Yeah, that's why it's so big that it all mixes. How big was your high school?
My class was like 180.
Okay, that's not small, but it's like yeah, I mean it's not big, but yeah, it's like that. You know, it's easier to be clicky in a small community. Like my high school had 7,000 people total, so it's like
Oh,
there weren't really cliques there. It's like no, there's just a gazillion fucking kids here, all on one big campus, so it was less clicky. But yeah, man. But like I think it's more supportive in LA in terms of like people get it. They're like, oh, you're trying to pursue your dream, like maybe it's just a Metro Detroit thing, but people around here are really like, "Oh, you have dreams? Fuck you. You have dreams and you're pursuing them? What are you fucking gay? What the fuck is that?" And you're like, "No, no, no. I have a dream. I want to be like a comedian and I want to, you know." And they're like, "Why don't you go work in a fucking plant, bitch?" And you're like, "Cause I don't
why
want
don't
to."
you get a real
They're like,
fucking
"I don't
job?
want to do it, but I'm doing it. You have to do what I want to do because I'm miserable." And you're like, "What the fuck, man? Why can't I be happy?" And they're
You're like,
like, "'Cause
you're like,
you
hey,
can't."
bro, can you relax? What the fuck you gonna tell me to relax for, you fag? Huh?
Yeah, it's so bad, dude.
What, relax about what, dude? Dude, I got a fucking job. Well, I'm fine. Give me a beer, dude. And then he wakes up the next day. He wakes up the next day and he goes into work. He's like, dude, I went to the fucking bar last night, dude. Smashed like 12 beers. Drove home. Fucking passed out, dude. I don't ever remember. And now I'm here. Fuck yeah, dude. I love it. I live for this fucking nightlife of 12 beers at the shitty bar to hang out with my high school friends that also have the same dream as me, dude. Don't fucking move away. Like,
Yeah, dude. When your dream is a muscle car, you're just like, no, no. Once I get that muscle car, dude, then it's fucking game over. Or a pickup
dude,
truck. Once I
no,
get that,
me and Tara have been fucking dating since high school, dude, and we got like fucking 50 pounds heavier, and we drink every night. We're fucking cool. Where do you live? Oh, we live on the fucking, we live on the fucking like, we live down the road next to the fucking bar, dude, and we just walk there and get fucking shit faced every night. Dude,
yeah,
I had like 5 Red Bulls and vodkas and like 6 beers, dude. It was sick.
dude. You know what sucks? The more you talk like this, I'm like, dude, that actually doesn't sound bad, dude. Like I can, I'm like, dude, I could be that guy. I could totally. But I have this stupid fucking dream to be a to be someone who's not that. Fuck me, man. Why do I have to have dreams and be conscious of how things work? Why can't I just be stupid and ignorant, man? That would be nice.
I I think we are a little ignorant a little bit,
Well,
but
everyone is, but I'm like, I wish I was just that guy who like he just calls 97 won the ticket and is like, yeah, man, the Lions better not draft a receiver, man. I gotta go to work in the morning, and if I fucking find out they fucking draft another receiver, man, I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm still gonna watch the games, but I'm gonna be mad about it. And you're
like,
like, what? What? It's like,
dude,
what?
if I was the coach, I would do this, this, and that. Well, you're not the fucking coach, so shut the fuck up.
Man, you should see my fantasy football team, man. Dude, on the internet, I'm the shit, man. Oh, dude, I could be that guy, dude. Maybe that's the move. Just say fuck comedy and just go get a job at Amazon in Romulus and fucking, and then just be the Lions caller guy who just calls about the Lions and be like, the Red Wings are coming back, dude. You know, I'm telling you, man.
Dude, I was I was in California still, and um what was I doing? Oh, I think I was where was I at?
What are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. So I was driving in California. I think I was on the way back. I was just talking. It was about it's about radio. So I was listening to the radio because the service went out and my phone connection went away. So I randomly ended up on like AM radio, which by the way I didn't know. Like it's funny how AM people are like still serious and they still have the old timey voices too. Like this is AM radio
Oh,
17.
I love AM radio, dude. I love that.
Dude, these guys take this shit seriously, man. And I was listening to a news station, and I was learning, I was trying to feel smart and like an adult listening to it. And the next thing you know, the guy's talking about like the coronavirus and unemployment, and this guy calls on the phone and he says, "Hey, this is Tom. I don't know." He sounded old. He sounded miserable. You could hear how miserable he sounded. He's like, "This is bullshit. I'm unemployed and I haven't got my unemployment check yet. I'm down to my last $300, Tom. My last $300. I don't know what to do. I don't know what programs they have in place when we start to riot because I don't got my unemployment." And I don't know what you expect me to do. I'm a hard worker, but I'm down to my last 300. And he's sitting there telling us how depressed he is and how he's going to start riots. And
Man. Well, what does suck is like that's legit. It's like, dude, that guy probably didn't do anything wrong.
I was trying to be on point with the guy that sits at home and bitches and talks about his real life.
Yeah. Yeah, there's two kinds of those guys. There's the guy who calls sports talk radio, and there's the guy who calls talk radio to talk politics. Those are two guys, man, and they're both hilarious to me because they're the same guy, just one like I don't. The one guy's like, I don't care about politics, I just care about football. And the other guy's like, I love football and baseball and Rock Flag Eagle, but politics is American freedom and shit. And you're like, dude, these fucking guys need to stop drinking Bud Light, but that's their life.
Man.
Down to your last $300, man. I hope that guy does get unemployment, but fuck, dude.
I was just like, I feel his pain. I'm at a situation now. I'm not down to my last $300, but I need money.
What's like?
I just don't even want to give a fuck. This is how bad this stuff has become. I am so annoyed and angry that I don't even want the check anymore, almost. But I need it.
Point yet? I'm very close. I'm very close to that point. I'm at the point like, the first couple of weeks, dude. I was on Twitter constantly just reading like news and shit about coronavirus, and then when I just deleted all the apps or whatever, now I just don't care. Like I don't care. Every now and then I'll like Google news about it, and I'll be like, oh, it's still happening, okay, and then I'll just not give a fuck. But dude, what's funny is when I listen to sports talk radio now in the car, there's no sports to talk about, so they turn into this weird like talk radio thing where it's like it's sports guys who don't know anything about politics, but that's all there is to talk about. So they're like, well, yeah, I guess we'll talk about coronavirus. And sometimes you get some real sad callers who are like that $300 guy, but it's worse than that. They're like, no, like I was going through a divorce and, the divorce is still happening, but now I have no money and, I owe this amount in child support. And it's like, I did like good people who now are fucked. And you're just like, you're listening to this guy call in, and then the sports talk radio host guy is like, yeah, that's a tough one, Jeff. You know, we hope it works out for you. Let's go over to Steve in Livonia. Steve, how's it going? Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm ready for the NFL draft, man. I just hope, like I said, man, they better get a running game in this. And you're just like, what about that guy? What about the fucking guy with the divorce and the child support? I want to hear from him. I want to hear his story, dude. I want to get that guy on a podcast, man.
They cut back to his phone line, and you just hear a gunshot. You just hear and the phone drops. And, I guess we'll call. We'll just go to our other caller now.
All right, let's take a commercial break. 97 won the ticket. 97, and you're just like, oh my god. The next phone
call's like, what just happened to that guy?
Yeah, what happened to that guy? Dude,
I don't know.
The other funny thing is how, like, the guys, they still have to read certain advertisements because the company's paid for it. They're like, we paid for ad space. Like, you better fucking read our ad. And they're reading ad.
We are open.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's ads for shit where it's like, oh, the D Las Vegas. You're advertising a casino in Las Vegas that's closed right now. And so the guys have to be like, we know you can't go there right now, but hopefully, once this whole Corona thing goes away, you can go back to Vegas and, make sure you book it through this. And you're just like, what the fuck, man? You're advertising shit that I can't even get. It's so weird, man.
I saw Uber. I just saw Uber commercial, dude. And it was formed just like an Apple commercial. So I was lost. I just, it was families and they were happy. And then it was an Uber commercial and said, thanks for not taking Uber and staying home. I was like, that's pretty gangster, dude, to like say like that's how gangster you can say. You can say, we don't need your business right now. We want you to be safe because we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Like,
dude, that's fucked up, man. Because they're not paying, if you're an Uber driver, you're not, you might be able to somehow get unemployment through 1099 and shit, but Uber's not giving you any money. They're not like, well, and Uber could be like, look, on average, you give this many rides a week, you made this. Like, they have all the numbers. They're like, they could seriously be like, we'll give you a little bit, to make sure that you keep driving for us after. But they don't need to because they have all the money. They know that after this and even during this, people are still going to be like, well, I need to make money, so I'll just drive Uber. So they're like, oh yeah, they don't fucking care, dude. They don't. They put out that commercial to be like, look, we have money for advertising. We have enough money to spend on a commercial to tell you not to give us more money. That's how much fucking money we have. Do you know how crazy that is, man? That's so crazy. And Uber drivers are out here like, I guess I'll go drive around sick people and maybe get sick and, just so I can get,
Maybe this is how cabs were created. Maybe this is how cabs were created because Uber's going to put glass now. Maybe they're going to have glass like cabs did, man. Block the corona from coming in the front. Now cabs are created. So now Uber is cab. That was Uber. Cab is cab.
You're fucking retarded, dude. No, they they did that because people used to rob cab drivers.
Oh. Yeah, dude, I've seen Uber drivers getting fucking robbed on YouTube too. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, and that was what was funny. Like when I was driving Uber in Detroit, people would be like, "Do you have a gun?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Are you worried about getting robbed?" I'm like, "Not really. I don't have any money. Like I have. You paid me through an app. Like I fucking like I'm if you're gonna rob someone, the Uber X driver is probably not the guy to rob. I mean, I guess you could, but what am I gonna do? Like I thought about it.
Like, that's like petty crime, dude. You get like $100.
Yeah, that's crackhead crime, dude. But the thing with Uber is like you need a smartphone and an account, so you have to be a certain level of fucking criminal to have that. I mean, I remember I drove a drug deal one time. I fucking picked him up in the hood, drove him downtown to a hotel. It was just two black guys in leather jackets with sunglasses on at night and a duffel bag. And the account name was not a real name. It was just some bullshit they typed in. I was like, all right. They didn't talk the whole time.
Ask me my name. Their name was Don't Ask.
It was like a username. It looked more like a username than a fucking name, you know? It had numbers and letters that didn't make sense. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And I was like, hey, how you guys doing? And it just nothing. And I'm like, okay. It's going to be a fun one. And no tip, obviously. You never get tip from a drug dealer. Fuck no. I'm like, you're gonna go sell a bunch of drugs, and I can't get like $2 tip.
They don't even tip you, and they put you into an illegal situation where you could have lost or got in trouble too.
Yeah, see, as an Uber driver, I don't know like what the legal shit would be on that. We're like, are you assisting a crime? It's like, no, I was fucking trying to drive Uber. I'm poor. Uber drivers are poor. They're either poor or retired.
I love retired people. Don't those retired people that just get a job to have something? That's sad. It's like,
Yeah.
you get a job. Well, so I could talk to people. What?
Yeah. Oh, dude. I just like getting it gets me out of the house. What? You're retired.
I gotta get away from my wife. You're saying you can't find one fucking hobby to go? No, I gotta work.
Well, some people want to feel productive, which I guess I understand, but it's like you're retired, weren't you? If you're retired, if you can afford to be retired, clearly you were productive for 40 fucking years or something. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Take a break, paint or something.
Yeah,
Sewer, drink wine, travel the country.
do some open mics, man. Even though I hate when the super old people come and do comedy. I don't. It
and their sets from the internet.
If that's what happens, I hate it. I love it when like an old person comes in and they just are honest, and you're like, this is hilarious. You ever see like an old person go up there and just tell the truth, and you're like, this guy needs a net, or this chick, whoever it is, some old lady talking about fucking her husband at age 70, and you're like, this is gold. This is way funnier than any of the Netflix shit, dude. Get this lady on TV. She's funny, man. Women can be funny when they're 70.
Dude, I remember Soccer Mom.
Yeah. She's funny. I think you need to have some like experience. And I know you always tell me, Marcus, you don't have any experiences. Blah 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 blah. Go do something. Blah 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 blah. Shut up, Dad. All right. But like you're right, because those people are fucking like they have great comedy sometimes. But then you get the ones who are like they go up there in a suit. They're like, I took the class. Here's my suit. I pressed it. And here's some jokes I stole, but I don't even know that I stole them because I'm too fucking old and senile. And you're just like, bro. And then they're like, did you like that joke? Did you like that joke? I'm like, yeah, I loved that joke that I heard in 1985 on a fucking special. I loved that street joke that my dad told me when I was a kid. I loved the way you delivered it off a note card. Loved it.
My favorite thing is when people laugh at that. When they say the joke, people in crowds laugh at them, and I'm just like, you can't. No.
Crowds are dumb. Crowds suck, dude. They don't know because they're not in it, dude. Like a comedy crowd, mostly think about it. Like a normal generic comedy crowd, dude. They don't fucking know other material. They don't know what's hacky. They just hear it and they're like, blah, 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 blah. And you're just like, but my so much cleverer than that. And you're like, yeah, I didn't really get your set. It was kind of abstract, and I didn't get some of the references to youth culture and drugs that you made. And honestly, I just found it offensive, and you should shave and get a real job. You're like, fuck you. You left at that hack. You're just fucking mad. Yeah, man. Going crazy, dude. Well, fuck it, man. You want to wrap it up? You got anything else you want to share about Cali?
Cali. There was some stuff, dude. I don't know. There was stuff I was going to talk about. I forget.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We've been going for an hour. You had quite a bit of ranting you had to get done, so I get it.
What?
Just unemployment website and shit. Like, I get it. It's frustrating, dude. I applied for unemployment like last week or whatever, just at night drunk. I was drinking, applying for unemployment.
But that's what it makes you do, dude. I was gonna say you deserve it, even though you don't, but because you don't work. But yeah.
I'm not working right now. This is.
I'm saying, yeah, I've just lost my mind completely. I don't even want to deal with it anymore. And that's the crazy thing about it. I don't want to think that these governments set up these websites on purpose to make them so bad that you just want to give up and not get your unemployment, because I'm like, it could be a tactic where it's like, well, hey, if we can break some of them down, we won't have to pay them because they won't apply because they can't physically apply because they don't know how to get there. This thing is like a fucking treasure map, dude. It's
Yeah.
like there's like Indiana Jones of the internet, dude. It's like if I click here, does something happen here? And it's like, fuck, I died again. And then you restart, and then it's like, oh, I'm going. I'm on a few pages. It looks good. And then it's like, nope, broken.
It's kind of
So,
like playing a video game, like a poorly designed video game. I don't know if they did it. I just think the government's incompetent, and that's why they have shitty websites. I don't think they did it on purpose.
everything they do, it's always like so far behind with like ease. You know, like you can go on Facebook, like Facebook does everything now, and it's not like I'm not saying Facebook is the greatest thing in the world, but like Facebook, if you go on everything that they do is easier than any site you try to go to. Like you can rent on Facebook now. You can like look through, and it's like the easiest thing to look through for renting.
I don't know
anything on there, and I don't.
There's no competition for the government. Why should they get better? There's like logically think about it. There's no reason for them to improve any of their shit.
I just don't know why they wouldn't improve their shit when they're the government. They should have the best fucking things, and they always have the worst. And I think it's because only old people like working for the government. I feel like there's a lot of old people that work for the government.
Yeah, dude. They like working for the government. I don't think it attracts the highest quality people. Like I don't think the next genius programmer is like, dude, I just can't wait to go work for the government, baby. No. But you know where the government does get really highly qualified people? To go work at the Pentagon or the CIA or any FBI and shit. They'll get the best programmers to go work there because they're like, well, we need to spy on our own people because they might be terrorists. So we'll get good programmers for that. But oh, you need unemployment? Yeah, let's get that guy who fucking got his degree online. Let's have the online University of Phoenix program this fucking unemployment website, dude. It's brutal, dude.
They're getting the guy that like started creating like the first websites when we first got the internet in like 95, and he's still using like the same system. He's still using like Windows XP 95 or whatever it was. And he's like, I got your website, it's ready. It's everything's pixelated and shit, and nothing works.
Yeah, he always double clicks on shit because he's like, you have to double click or otherwise it won't work, right? And you're like, that's why you have 2 of everything open, dude. Because you're always fucking double clicking everything. I just thought it needed another website open in the background. You're like, no, you just suck at using new shit.
Dude, I'm so stressed out. I'm sweating everywhere. I just sweat.
What the fuck?
Dude, but the weird thing about me is I'm cold and clammy. I'm cold and I'm wet. The worst.
That's one of the weird things about you for sure.
It is. It's a weird thing. I got everything weird about me.
Yeah, your eyes are weird. They're oddly spaced out.
Are they? That hurts, man. Is that a thing?
You said that like, I've thought that too. No.
Are they? Are they? Are they? Fuck you, man. You're a dick.
You say I look like shit every time I see you, so why the fuck should I be nice about your appearance? I said your mustache looks good.
That's true. You don't need to. You know that's fair.
I like when you have the mustache because it distracts me from how oddly spaced out your eyes are. So I could I just be like, oh, at least he's got the mustache.
I like when you wear a hat so it doesn't look like you're a victim of the coronavirus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your head looks like it. Like if cancer and I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah,
I got nothing. This is terrible. I haven't. My brain doesn't work anymore right now.
When did it work?
When I used to go out and do comedy, you know.
I thought you were gonna say roast battle. Because this is the first podcast you haven't brought up roast battle in an hour and almost 10 minutes. You haven't brought up roast battle once. I was like,
that's how angry.
You're right there, man.
Dude, that's how much my life has been going on. I don't get to focus on any of my mini victories because all my mini victories, dude, are overlapped and fucking overshadowed by everything in my life. So, like, I won roast battle. I lost my power. What else?
What's the other victory? I don't know. You said many victories, like there were more than the one.
No, mini, like small, like
Oh,
mini.
mini. Yeah, okay.
Like my small victories are always overshadowed by some more bullshit.
Yeah,
Like
well.
like I just get home and I thought I was gonna have money, but luckily I got home because I don't have any money coming in because the government won't give me unemployment. It's
Yeah.
like I'm home, so I should be less stressed out, which I am. But now I'm stressed out because unemployment's not working.
You should go grab a beer, man. That might help.
Yeah. I was thinking about working out and then drinking a beer, but
That makes
I don't
sense.
feel like working out now. But I should work out.
I want to get high and eat fried rice. It's almost 4:20, so I think that's what I'm gonna do, dude. I made chicken fried rice the other day. It was such a disaster, dude. I sucked at it, dude. It was I don't know what I did wrong. There were several things I did wrong, but it just I don't know.
Was it homemade or just from a package?
It was homemade. Like I tried to make all of it. Like I made the rice first, and then I had some, the frozen vegetables from Costco. I had that, and then I had some chicken, and I had a wok. You know what a wok is, right? The fucking Asian big. Yeah, so I had all that. I'm like, I can totally do this. And then I got done with it, and I'm like, I suck. So
You gotta have cold rice.
you gotta have what?
Cold rice.
What do you
You
mean?
put cold rice in the fried rice. When you're frying the rice up, you use cold rice. So you gotta cook the rice before and have it cold. Could you do that?
It was just no. I cooked it and then put it right in, so it's hot.
And it got mushy, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
I got a bunch of mush in the fridge. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know,
I,
dude.
I
Yeah.
didn't I didn't know it either till I tried cooking fried rice, and I'm like, everything I'm doing, it seems like it's the right way, but when you cook rice and then put it in there, it just makes it mushy, I guess. And then I found out, I think it's cold rice is the trick. I've been doing it myself, and it's good. When I was doing it.
I think because the recipe I looked up, it was like you needed the recipe assumed that you already had rice made, and I
Yeah,
was like, I don't have rice made, but it didn't tell me. Maybe I didn't really read it, dude. When I get recipe, like when I find a recipe online, I don't read it. I scroll past the blog post about the recipe and all the bullshit fucking pictures that they post of it, and I'm like, get to the fucking ingredients and the steps. What do I need? What do I do? And then I still fuck it up.
well, maybe you didn't
Limit.
read the. Maybe it's because you didn't read the instructions.
You think? Maybe that's why you couldn't get unemployment, bitch. You didn't read the.
Dude, all I know is every time I've completed it, I've gotten emails and confirmation saying that I have completed the thing. I've completed it. I've completed my claim and I filed it and it worked. But you're frozen, dude.
Yeah, you were too, man.
Oh shit.
It froze
Well,
for a little.
let's it don't matter. It don't matter. Let's end it.
Let's end it.